How to set up Canva for social media marketing. Hi, my name is Kathy Walls and welcome to the ETA. In this video, I am going to show you how to sign up for a free Canva account. I am going to share my screen. All right, so we went to canva.com and then we're going to go to sign up. I recommend that you at least start out with the free. And I'm going to show you what comes in with the free. So I'm going to sign up with an email. I'm just going to put one of my emails in here that I have not used. ETA as you can tell, I have several accounts with here because I have different things that I want to do. See, it's going to tell you your how good your password is. You can either like it and don't worry what they say, or you can continue to. I'm going to save this so I don't forget. All right, so then it's going to ask you what you're using it for. Remember, if you're a nonprofit or a charity, you can actually get this for free, the paid version for free. So you have to sign up for that and just go up to the plans to do that. I'm going to say small business because that's usually what we're going to do. I'm just going to put ETA since I just put ETA down. I'm going to hit continue, and then I'm going to say maybe later because I don't want to do anything with this since it's just a test account with you guys. Then you can either get links and you can send them to your teammates and team members, or you can put their addresses or email address and decide what function you want to give them inside of Canva. But for now, I'm just going to skip this. So then we're going to start our first design. So we're going to do a Facebook post because a lot of people really that they use this a lot for this. So I am going to come out of it. So let's just say you go in and you're like, oh, Facebook post. No, wait a minute. I need to come out and I'm going to go here. And it's going to tell you to confirm your email address, which I'm not going to worry about that right now. So you can come in here. This is the main homepage, and it has so many different options for you to choose. You can do presentations like a slideshow, like a PowerPoint, social media stuff. You can do videos. You can actually print your products. So if you have, you make an invitation or something and you want physical copies of it, you can do that through here, and just so much more. Just, I recommend going through everything and just kind of getting a feel for it because you're not going to believe how easy this is. So we're going to go to social media and go back to Facebook post. In doing so, they have templates on the side. So you can look at these templates and you can see, is there something on here that kind of looks good to you, something to your eyes, whatever, maybe you have real estate that you're selling, you want a picture of your house or anything, you can do that. You can go to uploads and then you can actually upload images and videos and audio clips, all that stuff from your computer onto here. Photos, these are your stock images. So if you have a stock image you want to use, elements, these are little things that you can add on here. That you notice they have stickers that actually move. They have shapes and frames, lines, a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can use on anything. And you can also type in here if you want, let's just say beach. Then you can look here and then it'll pull up everything that's related to the beach and you can choose what you want. See this little icon over here, the crown, that's the pro. So if you don't have the pro version, it's going to cost you to use that. But if you hover over it, you notice it says free here, then this image is for free for the free users. Text, you have so many different things. They have some that's already pre-made for you, and you can go in and change them, or you can drop in your own heading and stuff in there as well. Audio, again, there's not many audio things that you can use for, I mean, there are some for the free. So if you wanted this to be a video or a background, to have some background music or something, you will hover, and the ones that say free are the ones that you can use at no cost to you. Then we go into videos, and the videos, actually you can hover over them and you can see what these videos are going to do for you and how they're going to move. Backgrounds, you can choose different background things. Again, there's search bar, so if you have something in particular in mind, you can type it in there and it'll probably pull up, and then you can create folders and stuff in here. Then there's other apps that Canva allows, you know, that you can hook up your Dropbox to this, your Google Drive, YouTube. I mean, just look at all of these things that you can use with Canva. So we're going to go back up to the template here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to change something around. So let's just say you're doing a motivational Monday post or something motivational. All right. So if you look here, I typed in motivation, and then also it shows right here some stuff that you can use. So I'm going to pull this screen off over here. I'm going to go and I'm going to do something that has image in the background so you can see the difference of what you can do here. All right, so I just clicked on it. Now, this right here looks like it's not free. So if it's not free, they have a back button. You can hit the back button. You go here, this one says free, so I can use this one for free. So if you noticed, this one here said remove watermarks, you will be charged, I think, $1 for the ones that you use that you don't have access to. So I just hit the back button to take that off. All right, so here we are. We have an image here, and I want to change this out. So if you notice the blue line around here, that just means that that's what I'm working with. So I'll go over here to photos, and let's see. Let's do flower backgrounds because this one's free. You can click on it. See, if you click on it, you'll be able to move it around, and you can stretch it out to the size of what you need. You know, you can do that. If you want to remove this background that we had, you just click on it and you hit delete to get rid of that. You don't have to because it overlays it, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so now I want to, let's soften this, right? You don't want it to be so bold in your face. So you go up to transparency, that's this right here, the grid, and then you can choose what you want to do here, right? So how dark you want it, how not, you know, whatever you want to do. So let's go with 50. All right. So all I'm doing is clicking on this and I'm hitting the delete button, and it deletes everything over the top. But let's just say, oh man, I don't like that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to either highlight it, notice the blue around it, and I'm going to hit delete, or you can just overlay it, whichever one you want to do. I like to start with a clean slate. So here, pink flowers. Let's see if this is something that we want to do. So if you drag in the corner here with the dot, it just brings it out. This right here brings it closer to you. Notice how that does that. And I just fill the screen, right? So the pink, soft pink, I like pink. And we'll just soften it up here, right? So let's drop an element in here. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to scroll up to the top. So here's shapes. So shapes right here, you can put this right here, anywhere you want. It shows you if you're centered. Notice all I did was click on it. So let me do this again. Went over to shapes, I clicked on it, and it automatically puts it in the center. So I don't even have to do anything, right? So that's pretty cool. Say I want to change the color of this circle. I'll go up here to the color, and then you can either click right here and you can change the color yourself through here, or they have some right here. So this was the original. And let's just darken it up or something like, yeah, here we go. All right. Oops. All right. So now we have this in the center. You can change these up, the shapes. They have so many different shapes. If you look over here, you can do one that has, you know, the background. I'm going to click on this so I can delete it so I can show you. But if you want to make this bigger, so we want to make it bigger and just bring it over to the side. But then I want to change the color because there's two different colors on here. You notice here, this will change the darker one. So let's go with a deep pink. And then let's go with a lighter pink for the gray. So you can hit this right here so that way you can see, and then you can move it over. Notice how that just changed it up, right? So we'll go back into elements again. The frames, we're going to do this right here. We're going to drop this in. Here's what's cool about the frames. So I just made it bigger so you can see. We can go over to photos, and let's say we want a picture like this lady with the flowers. Notice how we drug that. All I did, let me do this again. All I did was drag it over and it fit, but now you can't really see anything. So if you double click on the picture, you can drag it around to show what part you want. But then again, you look and it's like, man, that's kind of cool, but not really, because it's not showing what I want to show. So you can back it up if you want, or you can hit delete and get it out of there. Let's do, here we go. He looks pretty cool, right? So notice the background of this picture here filled this. So you don't have the pink, you have the background of whatever the photo is. But you can change it up. All right. So you notice how we're just playing around. Let's say we want to bring this to the back. So I'm going to click on it. You hit position and you can move it backwards, or you can move it forward, or you can left, or you can center, or you can put it in the middle center, right? Or you can do the top center, the right, you know, it just whichever way you want to do it. They give you so many different options to do it. And backwards brings it to the back, forward brings it to the front. So we're going to go middle center with this guy. And then, you know, maybe we want to duplicate this. So with Canva, they don't like the right click. You can right click copy, but if you go to right click paste, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but they do like the control V, control C, you know, and what have you. So let's do this one right here and let's send it backwards. Now, if I said send it to the back, it'll take it back here to the very back. So if there's something else, you know, a couple other things on top of that, it'll bring it all the way to the back behind this stuff there. So he kind of looks like too cool for pink in the background. So I'm going to find something else that works. Here we go. And if I wanted to adjust this, just double click on it and bring it up. There, she looks more fitting for pink, right? Didn't want to demasculate the gentleman there. So let's add some text, shall we? So you can go over to text and you can use some of theirs if you want. Like if you like this font, you can come over here. You can click and drag it, or you can just click on it and it'll bring it over. Then you come over here and then you come down. If it has the crown, that means it's for the pro, so you can't use it without a fee. But there's so many to choose from that you should be able to find something that you like, right? And then here's the size. So let's drop it down so you can see it. And then you can change the color. So let's go with blue. And say we want to make it smaller. We can make it smaller by clicking in the corner. We want to move it over here. Maybe we want to rotate it. You just rotate it right here. You know, there's different things. And if you mess up, you go, oh no, I don't want that. I'll just hit the back button, right? And it'll keep going back to when you dropped it. Pretty cool, huh? So with this, you can, there's so many different things you can do with your post and create them. And you think outside the box. So, you know, I started off with, I typed in motivation in templates, and I started off with this. You see how easy it was just to change things around. Like I said, I like to start with a blank slate. I don't even like to use, I'm just highlighting and deleting. I like to do this, and I like to, you know, I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm going to type in some text. So I'm just going to come up here. I'm going to add heading, and I'm going to say the coolest Facebook post, right? So whenever I've done that, I'm going to just click on it and bring it wherever I want. Inside of these here is where you're going to see everything on mobile view and on the stuff that you do. So they have the frame in there for your mobile. So I'm going to make it smaller, but let's just say I want it all on one line. So I just click here, click once, come up here and highlight, and let's go 50, and there it is. Let's say I want to change the color of the font. Let's go with orange, and I want to underline it. No, I don't want to underline it. Maybe I want, there we go. That's what I want to do, right? Then I want a background. I want something that's going to pop, right, with that orange. I'm going to just try this. How does it look? I mean, you know, that looks kind of cool, but then you can't kind of see the words. So I'm going to come up here to elements, and I'm going to click on shapes. And I'm going to click here, and I'm just clicking and dragging on those lines, right? See these right here? I'm just clicking and dragging, but I really want to change that color because that's kind of a crappy color, right? So I want to do that. Now I need to change the color of my font. Let's go with white. Oops. So then I was able to do this. Pretty simple, right? Let's add stuff that moves. You know, here we go. It's just that easy. Click and drag, click and drag. I like the things that move. They're eye-catching to people, right? So just make sure they make sense to whatever you're promoting at that time. You go here to stickers. You can see different things, right? Peace out. You know, whatever you want to do with this, guys. The sky is basically the limit with this thing. And you can just make some really eye-popping, you know, post with and photos, and you can do your marketing with this. And speaking of marketing, if you go into hit marketing here, I mean, they have just, you know, a crap ton. Now, let's just say we wanted to change one of these into the background. Notice if I click and then I do this, it changed the background, right? So we're going to double click. Maybe I want to show more of this, the arrows, right? You can click done up here. Now look at that. It's just, there's no limit to what you can do to this. All right. So how do you save it? Say this is really what you want. You can go in here and you can title it. So let's just say the coolest Facebook post is really what I want to title it. Then I can go here. It automatically saves as you go. Say I want to share it to one of my friends or colleagues. I can copy the link and then I can put it wherever I want, right? You know, I can send it in Messenger or send an email with that link. And then you go down here and you can choose your file type on how you want to do this. PNG is, if it's just a flat thing here, I do PNG, MP4 videos if you have video, or you can create GIFs in here that I really like that you can do. And then you just hit download and it'll say downloading. And this right here, usually something always pops up, but they have a content post calendar that you can use if you're on the Pro. So we're just going to click this out. Notice it pulled up. I'm just going to click on it so you can see it. There's the coolest Facebook post, right? Or you can straight publish it to Facebook and you connect your Facebook to it, and you can do it that way as well. Right here, it shows download, share link, Facebook page. You can share to a group, Twitter, Slack, Tumblr, all of these places here. Maybe you want to make a short out of it, you know, stuff like that. This is what's available. So this animate here, you can change it. See, notice how it's coming. You can animate this to do whatever you want it to do. And you can use these on Facebook. Oops. These right here with the crown is the Pro. So this shows you what you want to do. If not, you can say none, done. You don't have to do that. All right, so I hope this helps. Just play around with it, click and drag. Remember, whatever is highlighted is what's going to be changed and affected. So I hit delete because of that. If I didn't want to do that, I just hit the back button. Maybe this is what I wanted to delete instead, right? And maybe the text, I'm just clicking, hitting delete. And that's all we're doing. Now there's one other thing to tell you. So let's go back here to home. You notice it shows your designs right here. Say this was a template that you wanted to make for yourself and you wanted to reuse it for something else. What you need to do is hit the three dots and you need to make a copy, right? And then you need to pull that up, because if you use the one that you had prior, it's going to change it out and there's nothing you can do with it. You've lost the original. So you always make a copy and then you come up here and you make the change and then you change the name to it and to save it. So when you go back to home, you have two designs and all your designs will be listed here, and you can click on them and then you can go into your designs. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. What I will do is next time I will show you the inside of Canva Pro and what you can do inside of there. So stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, we'll see you later.